Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, and I made a few scalping trades this morning. Wanted to show you the strategy. Hopefully, this helps. Just want to relay what's going on in my head to make some quick scalps in and out plays in the morning session. I trade using Webull on the 5 minute, 1 minute, and 10-second chart. My foundation of trading is price action trading, where I'm only trading long and I'm in and out within 1 to 2 minutes max. If it's a runner, I'll hold longer, but I'm in and out on breakouts and pullbacks going long. So these are three trades. This is one trade that I took today. It's on the stock HIHO, and really I'll just walk you through what was going on when I arrived at my desk. So when this popped up on the screener, and I use trade ideas to get my screeners, to get my stocks, I have multiple screeners for low float stocks running between $1 and $20 that have 5x at least relative volume, at least a million shares worth of volume on that day. So this is a 5 minute chart that I'm working with, and I have this replayed from this morning. It's around 10 o'clock when this popped up on the scanner. So this is the same thing I was looking at. So the way I'm viewing this is, okay, we have some trend bars going up. Heavy trend bar here, but on low volume, as you can see. So that's a bit of an anomaly, and I will discuss that in a volume price action analysis, but that's an anomaly right here when you have, we can get into that later. So we have pretty clean price action. That's the main thing I'm looking for here. Clean price action, some trending news. It looks like we have positive trending news from it. I honestly didn't even look at it when I made the trade. I'm really based on price action. Sometimes things will move for whatever reason. You have no clue. News can be a good supporter. It's always good to check for a catalyst like news. So what I'm doing here is I'm marking the highs. So I see this screen. My first move is to mark the high. That's my first move always. Like, I see the clean price action, boom, good. I like that. I see that we're in a uptrend. All these trend bars right here on a 5 minute, that's a strong uptrend right here. On increasing volume, even better. Now we've got a bit of a pullback. Every pullback can be a range. And it looks like we have a trading range right here. We have went up here, went down here. So I marked the high pre-market. Honestly, if woke up earlier, could have gone into that pre-market move right there. I zoom out. I'm looking for previous highs that would put this in a downtrend on a larger time frame. And then I'm going to the day as well. I want to see where's our next zone of resistance. So it looks like there's a lot of resistance going on in this area, this general area. So right here and right here. So that's just something to be aware of, is we've got some resistance in this zone. Make the lines. And the way you make the lines is you look at the tip of the wicks, see where there's repeated touching. So right here, we have an area where there's wicks touching. The next one is up here in this general area. So we've got a few zones of resistance. Not ideal, but it's good to just know that it could pass through if it wanted to. So back to the 5 minute. So this is how we're looking on the 5 minute. And the strategy is to trade breakouts of pullbacks. I mean, every pullback is a range of some sort or a transition into a reversal. And if it fails, then probability wise it will most likely continue. So we had breakout, consolidation. If I'm looking for signs of a continuation of that trend on the 5 minute. And the way I do that is I zoom into the 1 minute time frame and the 10-second time frame. So this is the setup I have for my 1 minute and my 10-second. Here on the left is the 1 minute. Here is the 10-second. So I have this replayed to, and these are the lines I made earlier from the daily. So I have this zoomed in. So this is a 1 minute from that 5 minute that we just saw. This is, we have that move up right here. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, if we got in early, I mean, in hindsight's 2020, would have gotten in right here. Let's see if this lets me, oh, great. Yeah, right here would have been good, entry on a 1 minute. Sometimes on the 5 minute, you're not going to get the pullback when the trend is strong. Everybody's waiting for the pullback. Strong trend, you're not going to get it. So that means you need to zoom in for pullbacks on the 1 minute. Here's a trend bar, doji, would have gone in at the high of this. If I see a trend bar like that, I move my entry to the top of the bull flag. And I'll probably get in there for a quick scalp. I mean, you could have made what? That's a 20-cent scalp right there. Pullback on increasing volume to the EMA and the VWAP. That right here is a great entry, actually. This type of candle is called a hammer, and it shows that price tried to go down and then it got pushed back up. And when we have a combination of VWAP and an EMA, I mean, that's a lot of supporting factors right there. So probably could have taken an entry right here and scaled in right here and right here. I mean, that's 3 entries right here, and probably put your highest entry here and scale. You're scaling in, but I would use like a little bit less value. So maybe like I trade $1,500, $3,000, and $5,000 increments. So I maybe would have done like a 1,500, and a 3,000 right there for a total value of 6,000. You could have gotten a move up to 1.676 and only get out after 2 red candles, or obviously one huge trend candle. So let me continue to the trade of the day. So we've got this, bull flag up, huge move right here. That's a break. That's a bull channel. Clear bull channel. After the bull channel, we tend to go into consolidation. So right now, what's happening is we have a battle between the bears and the bulls, and they're trying to figure out who will win. And if whoever wins is going to move the price in that direction and find a new price to exist at. So we've got this channel right here. I don't trade trading ranges. I do not trade ranges. It's a waste of time. You could, but for my strategy, it's not productive. So I'm looking for a break of this high. Probability wise, most breakouts fail. Most breakouts out of a range fail. But when they do work, they go big. And we're looking for specific characteristics of Um, we're looking for specific characteristics of a healthy breakout. So I'm keeping my eyes on the trigger right here. Let me zoom back a little bit. So it's, if you see, it's 10 o'clock a.m. I'm keeping my eye on the trigger. I've also got the 10 second. 10 second is where the entry is made and managed. So so these two lines are corresponding. This is my entry line right here on the 10 second. This marks the top of that range. We got the bull flag, pull back, pull back, pull back. Pull back, pull back. So I'm looking for a break of that. So I'm sorry guys, I can't replay on this chart, but these two zones are the same on the 5 minute and the 10 second. I can draw. All right guys, honestly just figuring this out for the first time. So breakout, we're looking for a breakout right here. That's bright. Looking for a breakout right here. Okay. So on the 10 second, 10 seconds is a great way to enter on a micro level. So, sorry guys. 10 second and 1 minute. We're looking back and forth on it. So looking for an entry right here. Looking for an entry right here. And let me rewind this. So play by play. We're getting ready, okay? We're getting closer and closer. We see prior to here, we've got a bit of an uptrend. That's good. We want to see in the trading range higher highs and higher lows. So we've got higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we've got a series of higher lows, higher highs within the trading range. We're slowly building up a trend on the 1 minute chart. And I mean, as you can see here, it's supported. So on the 10 second chart, that's the range. On the 10 second chart, we can see a trend forming. This is a good sign that the bulls are looking to take back control and potentially break out. I like to look for this. So as you can see, higher high, higher high, higher low. Right there. Right here. And then we get up very close to the top of the range on the 10 second. And we see, oh, it's right here. This is technically the first breakout. Change this color. So this is technically the first breakout, okay? So a lot of beginner traders will look to take this trade. I used to take this trade all the time. Breakout. I mean, on the breakout, we're looking for a few things. A healthy breakout has a long trend bar over the range, closes near its top, which it did, and significantly higher volume than the previous ones, 3 times to 5 times at least. We got 2 of the 3 factors on this bar. It would have been very enticing, but problem was we didn't get volume. Volume is a huge indicator for follow through. That's what happened here, as you can see. It went up, quickly got pushed down. Okay? So if you got in here, let's say we got in, I probably would have put my stop at the low of the move. Right there. We would have been stopped out real quick. We would have lost money, probably been jaded, maybe have revenge traded for the rest of the day. Didn't take that trade. As a novice trader, you need to pay attention to the volume here. If you know, hey, that volume is not really, volume's not really high on this one. That's a problem. So we would have waited. We broke again here, low volume though. The Bulls are trying to figure it out. They're trying to win this little battle right here. Okay. We got pushed down here, but we're holding a level of the higher low right here. We're holding this. We see as we're moving up, we're holding higher and higher lows, which is very good. We went from here to here. So we've got this as a support. This could have been a good stop right here. And then, boom, we take off. This happened really suddenly. So what we're thinking about here is, what they're thinking about here is, all right, so we had a breakout, failed. Is it going to break out again, or is it just going to go down? Signs that it's going to break out again is, well, it's holding this level of support near the resistance line, which is good. So it's not falling. We're holding. Pullback on the 1 minute, as you can see, is holding the EMA, 9 EMA. It's good. So we're looking for an entry here. That's where our entry is. We have tested breakout, pullback, as you would. We're holding this line. You know, if you really want to risk it, really cheeky, get in here. You see that this is holding. You probably get in right here. So, but the thing is with these is it could easily just be a rage, and then you're stuck in the rage. I've done that too many times. Too many times I've gone in low on a pullback that ends up just becoming a range, or worse, a reversal. So for me personally, I like to get in on the breakout. You could have taken this trade from here to here, would have been a failed breakout if it's a quick scalp, but you know, we want the big moves. Breakout right here is what we're looking for. But we put a stop order right there. That's what I'm using. I use a stop right here. And as you can see, the 1 minute is showing this as our entry. That's where we would have gone in. That's our entry. Went up, pulled back, keeping a level of support very close to the range. We want to get in again. Boom, shot through. Which is, as you can see here. So your exact entry is right here. This is your exact entry. Exact. With a stop. If it doesn't work, your stop is right here. what are we looking at? For 7 cents. So we do a 2x, 3x risk to reward ratio. We're risking 7 cents, so we're looking for 14 cents move. So we're looking for a move to 87. You would have got it. Exit. Boom. You would have exit right here and had a 2-to-1. This is a great move right here. Shot up, exit. And we scale out. Maybe take 50% off right here. If you took 50% off right here, then you would have been fine all the way up to 2.2. I mean, that's a 50-60 cent move right there. Make you good money. So we get in right here, shot up, take profit right here. Okay, I'm just realizing that I didn't even take this trade. I haven't put these greens for the trades that I actually took. This would have been a good trade right here as I'm looking back. So let's just count that as a missed opportunity. I think I woke up a little bit late this morning, to be honest, so I didn't get in on that. But big point here, wait for the pullback of the breakout. That's a good move because bears are expecting that novices want to get in on the breakout. They're going to fade them. Fade is just a fancy word for, excuse my French, they want to fuck them. They go up here, it's going to come down, take their money. But we get that second retest, and that's really where we would have gone in. I didn't even take this trade. Sorry if I made it seem like that. That's a trade I would have taken, but I remember I marked these points. So take exit right here. See, I got in right here for a breakout of this. I got in for a breakout of this point. It's been good. So this is what I was looking for. I've seen many instances where it shoots up and then there's a huge wick and then it fills this gap. I noticed that. Like this gap gets filled a lot. This gap gets filled. So I remembered that and I put a stop right here because it looks, what that's telling me is like the bulls want to go up, quickly get pushed down. So there's this gap right here. Probably could have taken a trade right here, but nah, I didn't really want to do that. I got in right here. I got in right there on a stop order. It quickly went down. I held because I put my stop to, let's say right here. Went down, held, went up, took profit right here, took profit right here, took profit right here. The reason I put a stop right here was because if it shot through that, I had a feeling it was going to keep going more. What price point is this? 1.9? 1.96? Yeah. If it shot up right here, I mean, when we looked at the daily, there was no other points of resistance on the daily that we had marked. So I was ready for this to go up. So I put that stop right there because if this stop hit, that means we're going through with momentum. And I mean, if it didn't get hit here, it would have gone hit right here. Let's see. Bruv. So this breakout right here is great. This is that breakout that I was talking about. See, went out, boom, breakout at 1.986. Yeah. Right here is great point to get in because like we're moving up, pull back, we're moving up, wedge. This is a great entry for a scalper right here. On the 1 minute, this is on the 10-second, this is what it looks like. I mean, gut feeling told me that this was going to keep going up. Honestly, this move right here, I could have easily just been stopped out. Could have been a range, honest. I had a gut feeling it was going to go through, but in reality, looking back to correct myself, I think, follow the advice that I gave earlier. I mean, look, it broke out, it didn't do anything. Broke out, didn't do anything, but it was holding this line. So look, I'm even learning with y'all too. Like, hey, breakout. Sometimes, most of the time, not gonna work. But if it's holding this line so close to the point, pressure's building up. Boom, it's gonna pop. And well, if it does, maybe put a stop order right here, because if you know it's gonna go through the top of this, then it's probably gonna shoot through and just take a scalp. Which what it did. Pop, pop, pop. This is where I took profits of the table. Here, here, here. Always remember on is this a joke? So I was waiting for when I get in on breakouts and they keep working, I'm putting my stop at the low of the breakout, but I'll take money off the table here, so I'll change my stop loss to around right here. Um, in case we had a parabolic move up, but we didn't. And this is a good point of thumb is on a breakout scalp trade. Keep riding it out until we get 2 red bars. That's what we did. Got 2 red bars, get up out. So, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity on this bone, man. We had 2 breakouts here that you could have capitalized on the 1 minute. One, two. Those are 2 great opportunities for a scalper's profit. Get out, on this, take some profits as it's going up, but really just exit the position after that second red candle. But I mean, this is a great trend bar closing near its high. As Al Brooks would say, you want to get in at the close. You could have gone in more here, but I quickly reversed on a trend bear bar actually. On high volume, you probably could have gone out here. If you have 2 choices that would probably work well, you could get out on the trend bar, high volume, or 2 red bars that are maybe less strong. So it's up to you. I'm honestly still learning how to scale out, so we'll see about that. But yeah, guys, this was a scalper's profit right here in a matter of 5 minutes. I mean, 10:05 to 10:13, 10:13, 8 minutes. I mean, in 8 minutes, let's do the math. Let's say, I don't know, let's say you got in here on a position size of 5,000, right? You got in here at 5,000, you have 2,890 shares. that move up. Let's say you took profit right here at 2.05. So that's 27 cents. If my math is right. I mean, that's a $780 scalp with $5,000. $2,500, you're looking at $390, and you're good for the day. This was my first trade of the day. I personally made. I'll put my P&L at the beginning of this video, or at some point I'll insert it. I think it was like 120 something, but I can show you all a screenshot of it because I do take these trades, and these are all trades that I actually have made in the day of. So hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all learned something. If you have any questions, shoot me a message, drop it in the comment. I literally have no subscribers right now, or any flow right now. I will, but so yeah. In other words, like, I'm available. You can hit my line. But yeah, if you have any questions, want to talk about it, let me know.